The 10 News Weather Authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
Continuing to keep our eye on an active radar as we're getting our Friday started, and this is kind of the reason that you have a meteorologist here in the morning, because if you looked at the radar, you would say, oh, there's a lot of snow falling across the area, but the nuance is the temperatures are not cold enough for it to fall as snow. Potentially a lot of these snowflakes are melting as they get closer to the ground. So let's go ahead and slow down the radar for you. We can at least show you what the radar is telling us. So as we zoom into areas north of Roanoke, you can see a good amount of blue on the map in places like Botetourt County, Allegheny County, up into Bath County, and even Craig County. You see the blue on the map indicating potentially some snow up in those clouds. And we're seeing that over in the New River Valley as well as the Mountain Empire. But again, the temperatures do need to cool down for us to see those snowflakes actually get to the ground as snowflakes. Here's a projection of the snowfall totals. Again, we have been telling you throughout the course of the lead up to this event that this is not going to be a big snowmaker. It's not going to cause a lot of problems, but potentially some novelty snowflakes. And we are going to hope that the temperatures do cool down enough for us to see some of those before this little batch of precipitation rolls through the area completely. Further to the west, you can see Hillsville now down below freezing, Lewisburg right at freezing, and the coldest spot on the map right now is Wytheville at 26 degrees. Now, we do expect the temperatures to cool down pretty quickly once the cold front passes through. Now, unfortunately, the precipitation is going to be gone, so that would be the issue with potentially seeing any snow later on today. The temperatures likely to fall into the teens as we go into this afternoon, and then maybe we're in the single digits this evening as well as overnight tonight. And what's going to make it feel even colder outside is the wind, and the wind already starting to pick up for some of you. You can see up to 30 miles per hour sustained in Hot Springs and 29 miles per hour sustained in Wytheville. I think the sustained winds generally between about 15 and 25 miles per hour today, but you can see the gusts are going to be even higher than that. Good portion of the area under a wind advisory for today, and that actually could cause some power outages. So we'll let you know if any of those outages do take shape. So certainly falling temperatures and some strong wind later on today, and unfortunately it does look like the big cold lasts into Christmas weekend. We'll show you that coming up in just a second. Want to put Future Tracker into motion. You can see much of the precipitation is gone by about 8-9 o'clock this morning, and I think most of it's completely gone by the time we get to the middle of your Friday. Eventually this afternoon, you can see just how cold the temperatures are going to be, and unfortunately the cold temperatures are going to last into Christmas weekend. It looks like our highs are just going to be in the teens and 20s, potentially one of the coldest Christmas Eves on record. We do get a little bit of recovery with the temperatures on Christmas Day, but you're certainly going to want to dress warmly after, of course, you open all the presents from Santa on Christmas morning. Here's a look at the next 3 days in the New River Valley. You can see we are dealing with the potential for some snow showers early on today. And then we head into Christmas Eve. Highlands, you're looking at a high of about 21. The temperatures recovering a little bit for Christmas Day, about 35 for the high in Southside on Sunday. Here's the Lynchburg area forecast. We are going to see some nice recovery with the temperatures for next week. Of course, next week is the final week of 2022. You see some days with highs in the 40s, potentially all the way back into the 50s by next Thursday in the Roanoke Valley.